How's it going, everybody? This is Steven Sizemore out here for NotARealMediaSource.com. We're out here today at the Ventura March for Justice, and we're here to interview some very intellectual beings. So we're going to see how this goes. Hopefully it stays peaceful, but we'll see. Are you here today for any specific movement like going on? Black Lives Matter, Native Lives Matter, any movement, or just here generally for justice for all?
Yeah, for support generally for all nations, all races, all ethnicities, but like I mentioned, to help take away from the transition of our new president, and just to get everyone together and for a moment stop time and be all together and vibrate in a positive way, so when we continue with this transition we're going through.
I take it you do not like the current president, or as of yesterday, or?
I don't consider him my president. I mean, he is the president.
So we have a large crowd holding up a single finger. I'm not sure what it means, but I'm about to try to find out. Can you tell me about the single finger being held up? I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to represent.
To be honest with you, I can't hear very well, so I assume it means we're standing as one, but I don't know.
Makes sense.
I'm here with my little one, so I'm a little distracted.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
It's all right. No worries. Ma'am. Keep it rolling. Excuse me. Would you be willing to explain to me the single digit being held up?
I'm not sure, but I believe it means that we're all in this together. We're all
Makes
one.
sense. Awesome. Thank you.
Sure.
Excuse me, ma'am? Hi. Would you be willing to explain to me the single digit being held up? I'm not sure. I haven't heard the single word that anybody said, so.
No, we don't want to be on camera. Thank you.
You don't want me to comment? Okay, thank you. Excuse me, sir? Hi. I'm doing a school project here. I was just wondering if you could explain to me the single digit being held up. I can't hear a thing of the speaker, so can you explain to me that?
Yeah, I think it's just like an act of solidarity, and I understand that they're doing it in a lot of different places, so it's kind of an act of unity. She was kind of explaining that there's no such thing as like a single issue struggle, and that we're all kind of connected in these issues. So.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a bit about your sign here? It says loves Trump's hate. So can you just explain that for us real fast?
Oh yeah, it's just a statement of unity versus divisiveness.
So you would say that Trump is hateful?
Yeah, I think he uses divisiveness for to consolidate his political power. Yeah.
Can you just give us just a brief example of that?
No, I'm going to listen to the speeches. Thanks.
All right, thank you. So can you explain your sign to us a bit and explain why you're out here today?
Actually, my daughter made this sign and she's sick today, so I told her I'd carry it for her.
All right.
But pretty much we're horrified by anything Trump has to say and do. And affordable health care is one of the most important issues. So this one is a very special to me, too.
So what do you have against Trump? Just on the first side of your sign. What's your least favorite thing about Trump?
What don't I? My least favorite thing is that he's such a racist and a misogynist.
Can you give me an example? I'm just trying to get the most quality. So how is he a racist in your opinion?
Any way that he speaks about people and talks about Mexicans being rapists.
He actually, just a quick correction there. He did not say Mexicans are rapists and murderers. He said illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants. If you think that he's implying Mexicans, that's okay.
Okay, well, and it's true because there are many other immigrants. And
would you not say that illegal immigrants are coming here and raping women and murdering people?
Maybe you're a rapist. How do I know? Maybe you're a murderer. You sound very
I'm not.
conservative, though. What kind of a school project are you doing?
The school project for my AP government class, where we have to go into the public and witness a public event.
Good.
So,
What school are you from?
Foothill Technology High School.
And where is that?
It's a couple miles down the road.
Oh.
It's on Day Road.
Okay.
Day Road.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people there from every ethnic background that could be murderers and rapists.
Of course, but I'm saying that just because it happens, should we keep allowing people to come in who do that? And it's been proven time and time again. Have you heard of Kate's Law?
Who's doing the proving?
I'm sorry?
My question is, who is doing the proving?
Proving that they're raping people and murdering people?
Yeah, that's anybody. I mean,
Police
I know
officers.
Tons of people. Police officers? Like
Police
they
officers,
don't
yes.
rape and murder?
Police officers rape people?
Sure, of course. Why have you not heard about police officers?
Can you
raping
give me an
women?
example?
I can't remember the exact example, but I think it was within 2 years ago, where they had the police officers that were pulling women aside. You go to
Arresting them or raping them? Because there's a difference.
Raping. No, raping. Go back and look.
Can you
Go
define
look on
rape for
Google.
me, though?
Define rape?
Yes, please define rape, because in the public we have many definitions of rape. Some people will define it as a gentle touch. Some people define it as what I define it as rape, sexual assault.
Sexual assault is different than rape. Sexual assault is anything where a woman doesn't want any person, any man to touch her, and rape is then intercourse or putting any objects in a person.
All right, so by your definition, can you give me an example of when police officers have had intercourse, forcible intercourse with women that they were in contact with?
Google. That's all I have to say, because I won't say the facts right, but I do know that it has happened, and it was not that long ago.
All right, I'll look that up.
Believe me, it happens all the time, and they just don't get caught.
No, they don't get caught?
Yes.
All right. Did you support in your general election? Yes, who did you support?
Who did I support? Hillary Clinton.
Okay, what was your favorite thing about her?
She's always stood up for human rights, always stood up for women's rights, knows that women are the core to build education, that when they have money, they use it wisely, and they bring up children that can then make a substantive difference in the world.
Are you aware that Hillary Clinton supported rapists in law?
Are
the
you
court
a
of law?
bullshitter? Is that what you're trying to
No,
do?
there's legal documents saying that
Okay,
she has.
facts.
There's a video.
Fuck you, facts, okay?
Those are facts, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I don't
Those
know
are facts.
Who did you support?
I support Trump. I support President
You
Trump.
did. Okay, so I shouldn't have given the fucking interview because you're an asshole, one. If anybody
I
supports
disagree.
Trump is a misogynist, and that's exactly what you must be.
I'm sorry?
What do you think about the Ku Klux Klan supporting Trump?
The 5,000 strong membership Ku Klux Klan that's dying out and is completely horrible. How do you feel about
Support 'em.
how do you feel about Hillary's advisor being the Grand Master of the KKK?
That's absolute bullshit.
That's not absolute bullshit. Look it up.
Bullshit.
It's not.
Because the Klan hates anything that's liberal.
Trump has denied
The Klan hates anything that's liberal.
the Klan has been denied multiple times by Trump. Trump does not appreciate the Trump.
Oh, I know
He has
that.
gone on record of saying, I hate the KKK. He
I
wants nothing to
understand
do with the
that. I
KKK. So
understand
why do
that.
you think that do you assume Trump's a racist? What has he done that's racist?
Well, just the fact that the Klan and David Duke and the far right support Trump, that's enough right there.
So the far right is bad.
Yes, the far right's terrible.
Why is the far right bad?
Well, because the Klan is far right, Nazis are far right,
All right.
fascists.
Communists are far left.
They suck.
Yeah.
They suck.
Agreed. But the far right,
But Trump is supported by the far right haters. And
far right haters, so that'd be leftists.
No, the far right haters.
The far right people who hate people, or the far right people who haters who hate the far right?
Far right are haters.
How so?
Well, they're the Klan, they're the Nazis.
There's
they're
5,000
the
people in the Klan right now. 5,000.
I'm talking-
There's about 1,200 or
Dude,
1,500 people here.
Dude, you need to learn your history. You know, it's kind of hard talking.
I know my history quite
It's kind
well.
of hard to talk to somebody that's so uneducated.
I can tell.
What's up? What's going on?
Just make sure it's on.
We're going to break the piñata right now under that tree as soon as they're done here. So if
So-
you guys want candy, we got lots of candy in there too.
So can you just tell us a quick bit about your pinata here?
We felt that seeing as how the Mexican population was targeted in the last year of the election, we felt that it was only just to show up to a peaceful and tranquil march with a way for people to unleash their relentless rage and frustration with the recent happenings. So we got to get ready for the normalization of what's already become a big problem in all of the disenfranchised communities that we've been dealing with, but now it's more open and it's more seen in everyday life. And a lot of us people of color are here saying this shit's been happening forever. So welcome to the club, and let's start arming up against that in the form of our education and how we kick knowledge back down to each other, how we teach each other resistance that's been happening across the globe against U.S. imperialism. So by smashing the Donald Trump piñata, we start to normalize our children and ourselves into what we're going to have to get comfortable with in the next few years. So we can't stand idly by. We have to be willing to defend each other. We have to be willing to defend the corn man. We got to be willing to defend the trans kid that's at school with us. We got to be willing to defend the old lady that's at the bus stop getting yelled at by some random strangers, and that's no matter who we are. We all have to be willing to defend that, from the kids to the older people.
To have a piñata, an Obama piñata, because he's done much worse than Trump has done, and he's actually done it. He's fine. He's actually
in
done
his
it
defense,
already.
I hate Obama, but in his defense, he has tried to stop the deportations. He has enacted laws in order to do that. That should be that's a pro towards you guys. I'm giving you guys that.
Regardless, though, he's still the biggest deportation president in U.S. history. No matter what he's tried to do or whatever, he's still. I'm
More
sorry, but
illegal
it's
immigrants
true.
have been deported
The
under.
truth sometimes too. I'm sorry.
My name is Clark Julie. I'm a journalism poli-sci major at the University of Chicago. I've heard you over the past 5 minutes cite a lot of statistics, and I've been looking them over up on my phone, fact-checking you, and How many do you want to think guests are completely wrong and unfounded?
No clue.
Every single one.
Well, it depends on what source you're quoting. Who are you quoting? What sources do these come from?
Washington Post,
Washington
LA Times,
Post, yeah.
Google Statistics,
Fake
all
news.
of them.
Look up the Pew Research Center.
Everything
Look at the
I just
Look at
wanna
the
ask
Pew
you a
Research
question.
Center. They will tell you exactly what I'm saying.
I just want to ask you one question. What the fuck is your problem?
The fuck of my problem is nothing.
I really hope that you can one day realize that everything that you say and you believe in is harming so many people, and that the
So words hurt?
toxicity of what you say and what you're preaching has an impact. And there are so many people who are so afraid and so beat down and are too afraid to stand up for themselves because of people like you. The purpose of American government is to promote the well-being of the people. The people
American
who live
citizens.
in this country.
Citizens.
But isn't it
Their
not?
duty is to the citizens, not illegal immigrants come here taking
Are you
jobs.
really going to interrupt me?
I most certainly am.
It's the only thing
You've
you
interrupted
said.
me multiple times. Thank you.
Okay. So.
17. Give him a break.
So am I.
Oh shit. Well, you seem a lot more mature than a 17.
In your opinion.
He's right on target. You're good. Props.
I just want you to know, and you don't have to respect. Well, you should, but you don't have to agree with what I'm saying. But you're hurting a lot of people.
How am I hurting people by talking? Because last time
You need to understand.
when did sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me become irrelevant? When has that become irrelevant? When has my beliefs hurt anybody, really?
You have to understand the impact.
What actions have I taken to personally hurt a minority
Sir,
group?
You have to understand the impact of your words. You're hurting people. There are people here, people who are oppressed, people who cannot stand up for themselves because they don't have the voice to. You have a voice. Use your voice to help people.
Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones will break my bones. Come on. It's a very, very common phrase.
It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable.
Keep questioning. It's the only way you're going to get answers.
That's right.
This is a great guy. I love what you do. I love the youth. You guys are strong. Be powerful. Keep it up. One day, in a couple years, you may feel different. We don't know. What we do know, what can we change here and now? Locally, we can. And what do we do? Things like this to change democracy how we want it.
Thank you. Very respectable.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Keep up. Power the youth. Thank you.
So we just finished the Ventura March for Justice. It was a great event. Talked to quite a lot of people, engaged in discourse. Quite a lot of fun, interviewed people, disproved them, and overall, great event. Thanks for watching. What actions have I taken to personally hurt a minority group?
You have to understand the impact of